Good morning. We'll start by showing you a quick movie which illustrates everything we do currently on social media and on internet. So in a nutshell, this is all the kind of action we are animating on various platforms. If I can come back. And the result is that on the main website we have 1.5 million visits a month, that's 60,000 visits a day. On Facebook, on this morning, we have more than 600,000 fans. The important point is that only 4.5% of them live in Belgium. So whenever you hear that institutions are communicating for the Brussels bubble, on Facebook it's totally wrong, because most, if not all, of fans are outside of them. What is it of Brussels? What is interesting that we have 534 MEPs on Facebook, and altogether they almost have 1.8 million of fans. So that's a potential reach, which is very interesting for us as well. And Facebook has become the fourth source of traffic to Europal, to the main website, which means that they don't only read what we publish, but they also click to come to see the event, or to read the press communique, or to see the MEP profile. So there's a real interactions and a redirection of those people out there to the main website. On Twitter, we have 22 accounts centrally, plus the press account, plus the account in the information offices. Altogether, we have 80,000 followers. A rough big third of MPs have more than 1 million followers, and Twitter has become the sixth source of traffic of Europal. Twitter is the weapon of choice for MEPs because it has definitely changed the rules of the game. You can engage, you can join in the conversation in an easy way, and this is the reason we developed the Newshub, epnewshub.eu. It's unique in the world, but we are contacted by many national parliaments who wants to develop the same tool. It's an online lab aggregator of everything the members of this house are publishing online for the last 5 days. So you can have in 23 languages everything that the members are publishing, whether on their website, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Flickr, on YouTube. You can filter out by political groups, by countries, by nationalities. You can create your own list of MEPs. You can subscribe by RSS, so you can import their live feed on your website. This, we think, is a game changer because it's a gateway to EP politics without any intermediation. There is no control or filtering of the content. It just comes out as it is published, and it's unique because you can make it a powerful engine. And it helps a lot of stakeholders like citizen journalists, lobbyists to find first-hand information. And basically they will use it because they will try to understand what are you doing now, what are your subject of interest, so that they can join your conversation. And that's really the kind of keys we're trying to put on the table. We are trying to make them in contact with the members at the right time, when it's the right time for them to try to interact with you via Twitter, for example. So that's, because that's how Twitter works, basically. You know what is the subject of interest of the person, and if you can bring some added value to this person, then you start to interact. And the EP News Hub allows just that. We didn't promote it much. We have a plan to communicate more about it this year, but already we have more than 41,000 visits since last July. We have a huge average visit time, 5 minutes, 20 seconds. I know you're expert in the sector. You know this is a huge average time on a page. It's possibly 10 times the time that people spend on a page usually in stats. It means that people actually follow live what's going on, especially during the plenary or the committee weeks, because that's when the members of this house are tweeting the most. We have almost 40% of returning visitors, so people get used to it. We try to raise this number, but it means it starts to become a tool for people following what's going on in the house. Very quickly, but you know that, all of you, that the world has changed. This is from your barometer. This is how the citizens think their voice is heard in Europe. And next to the yellow arrows, all those 4 actions are online, or now can be done online. This is why the world has changed. Now they expect to write to the institution or to write to their members online, to contact them on social media. On politics as well, since ACTA, since the Arab Spring, we all know the way people interact with whom they've elected. This way has changed as well. As a consequence, our online institutional communication must adapt too. We are now present on 12 and active on 12 social media platforms, and we keep expanding. Our goals are to raise awareness, knowledge, and engagement. It's not exactly the same thing, and I don't want to be pedantic, but where online social media and online media are very strong is on engagement, because that's the only place that allows the audience and the author or the personalities to directly engage, to connect in real time. But you could not have that with traditional media. But of course, we work also on awareness and knowledge, and we like to stay ahead of the game. Jome will now explain you how.